Welcome to Neosho Wildcat Baseball, live on KNEO.org. This broadcast is a sporting outreach of the KNEO Sports Network. You're now locked into the official pregame show of the Neosho Wildcats. Now let's go to the game site for all the action.
And good afternoon, Wildcat fans. With Larry Perkins, I'm John Ball, and we're at the Roy B. Shaver Stadium. And, Coach, the wind is blowing just a tad, isn't it?
Just a tad. 40-mile-an-hour gust, but, hey, sustained right now about 20 miles an hour, so it's going to be a windy day.
Oh, we're excited to see the Cats back home. They haven't been here for a little while, but you're right. It looks like game time it's going to be about 80 degrees, and the wind is coming out of the southwest, and it's gusting up to 40. Now, that gust for us normally means every inning, right?
Right. Yeah, we're not that lucky. It's consistent so far this season. Every time we've played a ball game,
well, it is. Hey, the Cats are coming in with a 2-game winning streak. They beat Kickapoo last night. Boston Patterson had a complete game, and they won that ball game 5-1. Then last Thursday, they cut their teeth on Ozark, and we got our first COC win.
Hey, that's what we need to do. This is the middle of the season. You're starting to get it where you're at now, going on a countdown. You're winding it down, so you got to make these games count right now, and you got to get that winning streak going.
Carl Junction Bulldogs are in town, and the Cats will entertain them. Now, last year we split with Carl Junction in March of last year. We beat them 4-2, but then we turned around and, as I remember, a cold, windy ball game in Carl Junction, and they beat us by a score of 4-1.
Yeah, it was cold that day. I do remember that day, John, and it was windy as well.
Well, Coach Phil Cook, who, by the way, is also the superintendent of schools over there, lost 7 seniors to graduation last year, including Luke Vanderheut, who was on the mound, and he was a bugaboo for us, wasn't he?
He sure was. A kid had a great game. He was really mixing it up and took control of the game.
We're excited to be here today. This is the pregame show. It's being brought to you by Pro Lube Tire and Auto Center. We're going to take a 3-minute timeout. We'll be back, and we'll talk about keys to the Cats. We'll talk about what the Cats have done up to this point, and a whole lot more. You're watching the Neosho Wildcats on the KNEO and Neosho Wildcat Sports Network. We'll be right back after this.
Hi, this is Pastor Mike from Calvary of Neosho, and I want to take a few moments to give you hope today. Are you feeling overwhelmed with the daily struggles of affording rent, paying for groceries, buying gas? I want you to know that there is a God who is big enough to handle all these problems and bring you relief. He wants you to live free from worry and stress. James 4:2 says, "You have not because you ask not." Have you asked God to help you today? For KNEO Radio, I'm Mike Leake.
People's Bank of Seneca, proudly investing in our community and you since 1996. Locations in Joplin, Neosho, and Seneca. Bank PBS, peoplesbankofseneca.com.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride. At Missouri.
Today's Wildcat game is brought to you by Edgewood Bowling Center of Neosho, Missouri. Located at 2811 Gardner Edgewood Drive, they now have new synthetic lanes for adult and children bowling leagues and a smoke-free environment. They also have a certified pro shop and hosting for private parties. They offer Cosmic Glow Bowling on Fridays and Saturdays after 9 p.m. To learn more about Edgewood Bowling Center and their leagues for adults and children, the phone number is 417-451-4505. Compton CPA Group PC, located at 112 Northwood in Neosho, is a full-service accounting firm and is proud to support the Neosho Wildcats. Compton CPA Group PC can assist you at every stage of your financial life and help you work toward your financial goals. From tax preparation to bookkeeping services, Compton CPA Group PC has you covered. For all your tax and business affairs, call 417-451-2932 or learn more at ComptonCPAGroup.com.
Are you hitting the road without the protection you need? Your car is your trusted companion. but it still needs a safety net. Get the auto insurance you deserve with Community Insurance. Our affordable plans are designed to protect you from life's little bumps and unexpected detours. Visit our website at firstcommunityinsurance.net or call us today at 870-793-9876. Community Insurance, your trusted companion on the road of life. Community Insurance is a subsidiary of First Community Bank.
Sam Gorham and Aaron Mitchell are your specialty risk insurance agents for Neosho and the surrounding area. They've been involved in Neosho sports since their own high school days and know the importance of athletic competition and how it teaches students life lessons every day. For all your home, auto, life, farm, ranch, and crop insurance needs, call Sam Gorham today at 417-850-5116 or Aaron Mitchell at 417-483-8337. You can also learn more online at specialtyriskinsuranceagency.com. Go Wildcats!
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience, so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
Welcome back to the Shaver Stadium in the Marion Family Complex. Neosho Wildcats are taking on the Carl Junction Bulldogs. John Ball with Larry Perkins. This is your pregame show. It's being brought to you by ProLube Tire and Auto Center. Coach, we've got a ball game that really matches up to be a pretty good opportunity for the Cats.
It is. It's a great opportunity right here. And like I said earlier, this is the middle of your season right now. You're starting to wind it down. This is where you want to get your wins right now. Develop that consistency as you go into the postseason and district play.
Yeah, you really do. Coach Phil Cook has said that it's going to be pretty interesting because he's got a lot of young players playing and a lot of sophomores. His roster shows that there's 2 seniors, 6 juniors, and the rest are sophomores.
Well, and I can tell you right now, he's already got a winning record and everything over there at Carl Junction, so he's doing something right, and that just means he's only going to be that much better next year, too, when those kids return.
Yeah, it really is, and the Cats are going to have Quentin Hughes on the mound. As we said, we've had a couple of complete games, one of them against Ozark, and it was Hudson Williams completed that ball game, and then last night Boston Patterson had a complete game against Kickapoo, so that's really great, especially with the type of schedule that the Cats have got to be able to rest some arms, doesn't it?
Yeah, they do, because they've got a lot of games here right in the middle of the season, and arms inevitably start wearing out a little bit. They get tired. Players get tired, and that's when you have the opportunity for injuries to happen. So you've got to be careful right here.
Well, the Cats are coming in with a record of now 7-10. Carl Junction is 12-8. We play here tonight. We invite everybody to be back with us on Thursday night when Willard comes to Neosho, and then the Cats load everything up and they head to Lebanon for the Wooden Bat Tournament. So there's a lot of baseball here in the next 7 to 8 days, isn't there?
There's no rest for the weary right here. I mean, you got to be ready. You got to be on your toes, and you got to be ready to play day in, day out.
You know, it looks like the sun is popping out just a little bit. You can see the Cats, being the home team, they're out there doing a little bit of infield and outfield practice, and it's going to be interesting to see how this wind goes. Now, the wind is absolutely a crosswind that is coming from right field to left field, so one of the things pitchers are going to need to do, Coach, is keep the ball down.
You want to keep it down because right now you get it up in that meat zone, they could drive that thing, and I'll tell you what, if you hit it out of dead center, John, it may go over the left field fence when it's all said and done. So we'll see what happens here.
It may very well. As you can see, as we said earlier, the Cats are warming up just a little bit. Brody Crane, who's been a staple for the Cats, has a sprained ankle, I believe. I don't know the seriousness of it, but he won't be playing tonight, and the Cats will be playing without a DH.
And that's going to be interesting to see because he's shaking it up a little bit. He has played majority of his games with a designated hitter, so it'll be interesting to see what these batters can do for Neosho.
Yeah, well, Quentin Hughes on the mound, we've talked about the fact that he's not the most overpowering pitcher, but he's got 3 pitches, and he is going to manage the ball game. He's got a two-seam fastball. He's got a little bit of a slider and kind of a maybe backdoor curveball,
fork
ball.
It's got a little whip on it. I think it's just the way he snaps that wrist for the fastball. It may be a four-seam fastball. It's got a little whip to it and everything. But like you said, he's got a natural little slider right there. He's got the four-seam as well as the two-seam. So he's got to do a great job today against these Carl Junction batters.
Yeah, he really will. This is the pregame show. It's brought to you by Pro Lube Tire and Auto Center. We're going to take another 3-minute timeout. We'll be back after that with keys to the Cats and the starters. You're watching your Neosho Wildcats on the KNEO and Neosho Wildcat Sports Network. We'll be right back after this.
Hi, I'm Pastor Jeremy Bridges with the Canopy Church, and I want to take 30 seconds today to encourage you to pray. Because our prayers have the power to move heaven. James 5 says the prayer of a righteous person is powerful and effective. When we pray, God listens. When we pray, situations can change. When we pray, miracles can happen. And heaven moves on our behalf, simply because we pray. Take some time today and pray. For KNEO Radio, I'm Jeremy Bridges.
Southwest Missouri Bank in Neosho serves the Neosho area from 2 locations. They offer business banking services including checking and savings accounts, business loans, and electronic banking. Learn more online at smbonline.com. Southwest Missouri Bank, a proud sponsor of community broadcasting on KNEO, equal housing lender, member FDIC, where their slogan is Southwest Missouri Bank, we can do that.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized, and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
At Calvary Neosho, we aren't your grandmother's church, because she lives in Akron, Ohio, and that would be a terribly long commute for church. But if she did live in Neosho, we at Calvary would be delighted to have her come visit us. And since you live here, we would definitely like you to come visit us. Then, when your Nana comes to visit for Christmas, you can bring her to church and introduce us to her. We're sure she is a delightful lady. You can find us at Facebook /Calvary of Neosho, or join us in person at 3650 Oak Ridge Extension. We gather for worship Sundays at 10:30 a.m. Calvary Neosho. Not your grandma's church, but we'd sure like to meet her.
Locally owned, operated, and here for you. Check out the new face of the Neosho Daily News, covering Newton County, highlighting area residents, businesses, school news, sports, and more. Find us on Facebook at Neosho Daily News or call 417-451-1520. Go get 'em, Wildcats!
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
Welcome back to Roy Shaver Field in the Marion Family Complex. The Cats have taken their infield, and now Coach is running out there to get one baseball that he just hit way up in the air. Yeah, and I think he probably did that just to see what effect the wind would have on the ball, don't you?
I guarantee he's probably gauging it a little bit, just making a mental note of it so when the game happens, hey, this is what's going to possibly happen if it flies up like that.
Yeah, it really is. Hey, being part of this ball game today and part of the Neosho area is the Neosho Nazarene Church. They'd like to invite you to join them for services sometime at Neosho Nazarene Church on Fair Hill Drive, just off Neosho Boulevard. Sunday morning services are at 8 o'clock and 10:30, with Sunday school at 9:30. For more information, the phone number for Neosho Nazarene Church is 417-451-1847, or online at Neosho Naz. Go Cats! You can see that Carl Junction is out, and their coach is doing somewhat the same. He's hitting the ball way up in the air just to kind of.
They're analyzing here. Yeah, they're just trying to get those outfielders used to it too, as well. Create a game situation. Hey, this is what's going to happen to you.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to do a couple of different things. First of all, our pitchers are going to have to keep the ball, and Quentin Hughes keep the ball down.
Yeah, I agree with you, because if you get it up in the meat zone, that thing could fly today.
And, you know, we may put on a little bit of a shift, because the ball is coming dead center from the right field line all the way across to left field. And,
I guarantee you might be hugging that left field line today.
Yeah, I think there's a really good chance of that. Say the Northwest Arkansas Naturals return home tonight at Arvest Ballpark. They will be here through the 21st, and they'll be taking on the Midland Rockhounds. Pitches start off at 7:05. For ticket information, NorthwestArkansasNaturals.com, a proud supporter of high school baseball on KNEO. As we said, we've got just about 15 minutes before we are ready to get this ball game underway. We're going to take another 2-minute timeout, and we'll come back and see what Coach says the Cats have got to do in order to win the ball game tonight.
Let's do it.
You're watching the Neosho Wildcats on the Neosho Wildcats and KNEO Sports Network. We'll be right back after this.
Hi, I'm Pastor Jeremy Bridges with the Canopy Church, and I want to give you some encouragement today. No matter how far you feel from God, right now, did you know He's never more than a prayer away? Psalm 145 says, "The Lord is near to all who call upon Him." If you need to reconnect with God today, He's just one prayer away. If you need to ask for forgiveness, He's just one prayer away. If you need God's help or guidance, all it takes is a prayer. If you haven't talked to God in weeks and you know your relationship with Him isn't as it should be, cry out to Him. It's just one prayer away. And if salvation is what you need, ask Him. He's just one prayer away. Have you talked to God today? He's waiting to hear from you. For KNEO Radio, I'm Jeremy Bridges.
Every team knows that the two-point play can be a winning move. State Farm agent Eric Norris and his team are here to help you go for two by combining your home and auto insurance. It's a great call and saves you time and money. So go for the win and score big savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way to help life go right. Call State Farm agent Eric Norris at 417-451-6666 for more information. And go Wildcats!
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Joe Ringstaff, your Neosho Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Joe Ringstaff is a proud sponsor of the Neosho Wildcats on KNEO. For all your investment needs, call 417-451-7789 or stop by the office at 2502 Lusk Drive, Suite D in Neosho. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
This is Pastor Barry Reel from the First Free Will Baptist Church of Neosho. Though our culture seems to be rejecting the idea of truth, we remain committed to obeying God's Word by speaking the truth in love. We would love to share God's truth and love with you. We're located at 960 Burr Crossing Road in Neosho, and we meet on Sunday mornings at 10:45 a.m. and then again on Sunday and Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. Find us on Facebook at First Free Will Baptist Neosho or call 918-413-5465.
Family Market, located at 201 North Neosho Boulevard, is your friendly hometown grocery store with delicious deli and the best selection of fresh meats and beautiful produce. Family Market can also take care of all your catering needs. Whether your upcoming event is big or small, Family Market can handle it all. Call 451-0057. That's 451-0057. Check out the Family Market Facebook page for weekly specials. Go Wildcats from Family Market of Neosho.
Welcome back to Marion Family Complex. We're at the Roy Schaefer Stadium, and it's time now for Keys to the Cats. Keys to the Cats are sponsored by your State Farm agent, Eric Norris in Neosho. It's located at 437 West Kohler Street in Neosho. Eric and his team offer a variety of insurance services for individuals and businesses. To learn more, go online to ericnorrisinsurance.com or by phone 417-451-6666. Coach, what's it going to take for us to win the ball game tonight?
Yes, keys for the Cats against these Carl Junction Bulldogs. We're going to start with the letter C. C stands for continue. Neosho needs to continue their winning ways. They are on a 2-game winning streak right now, and they need to continue with that. How do you continue in your winning ways? You play consistent. Offensively, that means you make contact with the ball, you put the ball in play. Defensively, no errors. You catch the ball, you field the ball, everybody makes catches, you get outs, and then don't let the other team score. So be continuous in your play and continue your winning ways, Neosho. A is for ability. Every player today for Neosho must play to their ability. There's been times, John, that I've appeared and watched games that just didn't like we were playing our ability. Today, you got a conference opponent, Carl Junction. They've got a winning record. You want to keep winning in the conference, you got to play to your best of ability today. So play to your ability, Neosho. T is for take. Take what CJ gives you, Neosho. If they give you strikes, then you put the bat on the ball and you put the ball in play. If they don't give you that, you make the pitcher throw strikes at you. Whatever Neosho is given, they need to take it and they need to run with it and be aggressive. I don't mean take it in a way that you just sit back and relax. You take it and you get aggressive with it and make things happen. And finally, S. S stands for safe. What do you mean by that, Larry? Well, here's what I mean. You don't play this game safe today. You go all out. You be aggressive. You play 7 innings to the best of your ability. How do you do that? You try to score every inning, and that's the keys for the ball game.
I agree. I like what you're thinking, and I like where it's going. I've never been one that wants to leave anything out on the field. You just take it all, and you bring it to you. I've been looking at the Misha website, and, during basketball season, when Misha wanted to hone in on something, they would talk about different officiating stances as far as hitting someone, as far as walks, as far as travels, any of those kind of things. The thing I noticed when I saw it today was a pretty good little fining issue and procedure issue for pitch counts. Now, that's not something we've seen in quite a while, but it basically is that the coaches have to share their pitch counts before every ball game, and then they have to come right back in at the end of the ball game and make sure that they're all together. And should a illegal pitcher, someone who's had too many pitches, get out there, then the problem is could be a fine.
Well, we're going to see. We're going to see, John. That to me, that's a policing issue, and you got to have the manpower to police it. So we'll see what they can do. But hats off to them, because I do know that they're wanting to try to take care of the kids and keep them healthy. So hats off to it.
You bet. We're excited about that. Dave Marty, the public address announcer, is telling us who the starters are for
Carl Junction.
So why don't you go ahead and tell us, and then we'll come back up with the Cats.
Yes, for Carl Junction, batting first will be number 2, playing third base, Brody Pant. Batting second is number 21 and being the designated hitter, Cooper Vadiz. Batting third and playing right field today will be number 6, Braden Larrelly. Batting fourth and playing left field today will be number 9, Wyatt McAfee. Batting fifth and playing first base will be number 8, Deacon Endicott. Batting sixth and playing shortstop today will be number 10, Craig Hayes. Batting seventh and playing center field will be number 4, Aiden Strait. Batting eighth and catching today for Carl Junction will be number 3, Braxton Jones. Batting ninth and playing second base is number 1, Cody Hollingsworth. And the pitcher today will be number 5, Chase Smith, in the flex position.
All right, we're going to stand and honor our country, and then we'll give you the Neosho starters. All right, and we're about ready to get this ball game underway. We will set the defense for the Neosho Wildcats. It's going to be Hudson Williams over at third base, Jaden Nichols at second base, Colton Southern at second base. I said Jaden Nichols, he's a shortstop. That's right, and Noah Lawson is going to be at first base. Kenton Smith's behind the plate. Quentin Hughes is on the mound. Cave Spive is in left field. Vin Versluis in center field. And Brody Arthur is in right field. Hughes is taking some warm-ups, and we're getting them under the way. We'll get ready to have this ball game going here in just a minute. And with the play-by-play, here's going to be Larry Perkins.
It is getting ready to be time to play ball, ladies and gentlemen. All Wildcats, all the time. Check out the Neosho Wildcats dedicated video portal at kneo.org. It's a site dedicated completely to your Neosho Wildcats. You can watch the games live and see upcoming game schedules on the Neosho Wildcats portal at www.kneo.org.
In case you're interested, juniors and seniors by Misha rules, and they're good, I say by Misha rules, they're good rules to begin with, can pitch 105 pitches. Now, what that means is once they should get to that 105, that pitcher is allowed to finish that batter. But then it stops. But we've seen Coach Bo Hessel on more than one occasion stop before that in order to start the inning with some continuity. So,
well, as he said before when we've talked to him, he doesn't want to go, get caught in the middle and have to change pitchers. And so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to play ball. And for Carl Junction, it's going to be number 2, the third baseman, Brody Pant, that steps into the batter's box. Brody is a right-handed batter. And here's the pitch from the windup from Quentin. It's a swing, and it's going to be a short chopper to Hudson Williams for the 5-3 put out right there, right off the bat. So 1 pitch, 1 out.
Ball game being brought to you by Edgewood Bowl, People's Bank of Seneca, Missouri Southern State University, Compton CPA Group, and First Community Bank in Neosho.
And now it is number 21, the designated hitter, Cooper Vadiz, that steps into the batter's box. First pitch is a ball high.
That wind continues to blow.
It sure does. Here's the pitch. It's a swing and a miss.
And we're looking at the flag all the way out of George Washington Carver, and there are 3 flags there, and they are blowing hard.
That rope that is holding that's got some tension on it right now. Ball low and just outside for ball 2, so it is a 2-1 count now. As I said, Cooper is a right-handed batter. He gets in there real tight in the box on the inside. He's going to make Quentin try to throw it over that mound right there, or over the plate, I should say. Ball low for ball 3.
It's kind of interesting your DH is a number 2 hitter. That doesn't normally happen that way, does it?
You don't usually see that, but I got a feeling this young man here can hit the ball.
Yeah, he can probably hit it, and he's got some speed.
And there's a foul ball for strike 2. So now it is a full count.
Brenton Larney plays the right field position, and he'll be batting in the number 3 slot.
Here's the pitch, a foul ball down the first base side, out of play. So still a full count. Quentin going from the windup, gets the call. Here's the pitch. And foul ball. Cooper's going to sit in there and battle this one out.
Well, he really is. And I'll tell you what, unfortunately, that does not play to Quentin Hughes, because he's been pitch counted 2 different times and ended up without a ball, losing the ball game because of it. There's another foul ball.
So 3 straight foul balls right now, all of them non-playable. Still a full count with 1 out, nobody on base for Carl Junction.
This is the 8th pitch to this batter.
And here we go. And that's a high fly ball. It's going to go right out to left center, and it is going to be Finn Versluis with the catch. And the second out. So there are 2 up, 2 outs, and now it is number 6, the right fielder, Braden Lowry. Braden is a left-handed batter for Carl Junction. He steps into the box. He crowds the inside of the plate.
Brody Arthur's doing just about what we would have expected with this kind of a wind. He's playing shaded over towards center field a little bit.
First pitch is a ball 1. So it's a 1-0 count. Here's the pitch from the windup. It's a high pitch, foul ball behind home plate for a 1-1 count now. And Quentin gets the call, looks at his wristband, figures out what pitch he needs to throw. Here's the pitch. Ooh, it's a high outside pitch for ball 2. So it's a 2-1 count. You got to be careful right now.
Neosho's 7th and 8th grade team is here to root on the Cats. In fact, this is their normal practice time. There's going to
be a short little chopper for the 1-3 put out. So in that inning, 3 up, 3 out, no run score here in the top half of the first inning. You're watching Neosho Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
Clark Funeral Homes with 2 locations, 312 South Wood Street in Neosho and Highway B at Highway 86 in Granby, is proud to be a part of these local communities. Established in 1890, they specialize in a variety of funeral service options, including traditional cremation and graveside services. They also offer monuments. Clark Funeral Homes, 417-451-2345 or online at clarkfuneralhomes.com, a sponsor of KNEO and Neosho Wildcat Sports Network.
We all have those days where we don't want to get up. But when we have true discipline and choose to rise up, we become the best version of ourselves. To start your journey today, visit risefitnesscenter.com.
And welcome back to the Wildcat Sports Complex. We've got half inning under play, 3 up, 3 down for Carl Junction, and the Cats are coming up to bat. Leading us off will be number 1, playing third base, Hudson Williams. Number 32, Kenton Smith, is catching. He's hitting in the 2 hole. Number 23 is Cade Spiva. He's playing left field. 28 is Brody Arthur. He is playing in right field. In the 5 hole, it is Colton Sutherland. He wears number 8, and he's playing second base. Noah Lawson, number 34, is playing first base. Quentin Hughes is in the number 7 hole, and he is a pitcher for the Cats. Then it's Jaden Nichols and Finn Versluis top the batting order. That's what we want to see, isn't it, Coach?
There we go. And here's the first pitch for Chase Smith, and it's a called strike on Hudson Williams. Chase Smith is a left-handed pitcher. Going from the windup, here's the next pitch. It's a swing, and it's a hard line drive to the second baseman who cannot field it correctly. So right there, that's a little misplay right there by Hollingsworth for Carl Junction. Allows Hudson to get on base with a base hit, and it is now Kenton Smith, the catcher.
You know, Kenton's been able to, even when he's DHing and not playing in the ball game so much, has been able to put the bat on the ball. He's had several multi-hit games here of late. And there's a solid hit that's going way out. And
that thing's
is out of
gone.
Here.
That is a home run by Kenton Smith. 2-run homer. That's a way to get aggressive and get it started for Neosho.
Well, you could just tell the minute that came off the bat where that ball was going, couldn't you?
It took off like a rocket, and I was like, well, make sure it stays fair because that wind is blowing. And it did stay on the left field side.
Kenton is one of the 3 sport athletes on this team, and you can't help but think the amount of time that he spent in the weight room has made a huge, huge difference. That's his 2nd round tripper for the year.
And now it is Cade Spiva that steps in. First pitch, it's a foul ball down the third base line for strike 1. 0-1 is the count as the Neosho Wildcats take a 2-0 lead here in the bottom half of the first inning.
Spiva, Arthur, and Southern are up.
Oh.
Yeah, he kind of pulled the strings on that one, didn't he?
He pulled the string, and that thing dropped. It had him caught. That was a nice pitch there by Chase Smith for strike 2, so it's an 0-2 count. He does it again this time. Spiva fouls it out of play.
Yeah, Spiva did a nice job of really just wasting that pitch.
Yeah, he did, because I tell you what, that one earlier, he laid up on it. He pulled that lampshade down That thing dropped. Here's the pitch. There's strike 3. So 1 strikeout and 1 out now for Neosho as they still have a 2-0 lead here in the bottom half of the first inning. And it is now number 28, the right fielder, Brody Arthur, that steps into the batter's box. Brody is a left-handed batter. First pitch, ball high for ball 1. Smith gets the call, goes from the windup. Here's the pitch. Arthur is going to drop into left center. It's going to be extra bases as it goes to the fence. He is going to come around. He is trying for third. He will make it to third and get a triple. So this is a way to get a start for Neosho. You got a base hit, a home run, 2-run homer, and now a triple.
And here comes Colton Southern. You know, the way that ball looked, it looked like it was just going to be a little bloop in front of the center fielder, but wind picked it up just a little bit and then got behind him.
Just kept traveling, and he just missed it right there. First pitch is a ball 1 for Southern. And right now, I think this is something the outfielders for both teams are going to have to get used to, is figure out how this wind is playing effect on that ball. Ball outside for ball 2. Because center fielder right there for Carl Junction, Aiden Strait, he just misplayed it a little.
There's ball 3.
So it's a 3-0 count right now for Colton Southern.
Now the right fielder for Carl Junction is
he is moving over and over. They keep moving over and over.
Yeah, and they literally have got on that left field shift at this point.
And there is a ball 4, so it'll be a base on balls. And now you have runners on the corner for Neosho with 1 out. And it is now the first baseman, number 34, Noah Lawson.
Well, you'd like to think that if Lawson gets a ball to the outside, he's going to drive it to right field because, as we lovingly refer to, if he puts it in right field, he could run till tomorrow night.
The only problem is you might go to right field, but it may end up in center when it's all said and done.
That's very possible.
Here's the pitch. Called strike. So there is runners on the corner. It's an 0-1 count with 1 out as Neosho has the lead here in the bottom half of the first inning by a score of 2-0. Chase is going from the stretch. It's a swing, and it's going to be it's going to be right off the glove of the shortstop right there, Craig Hayes, and it bounces off. So another run will come in for Neosho as Brody Arthur comes in. Southern will advance to second base. Noah Lawson will get on first. And, John, maybe you had a little premonition here when you said, let's get through this batting lineup because we're down to the number 7 batter. It's Quentin Hughes.
Quentin Hughes, if anybody can hit the ball to right field, it's him. And he doesn't really need to hit it hard either. Just pop it up a little bit, and it's going to be a safe hit.
Chase is going from the stretch right there. He's going to do a hard grounder. He gets a force out right there on third, so that'll be the second out as Southern gets out on the force out. However, Lawson advances to second, and Hughes gets to first. So now it is the shortstop, number 11, Jaden Nichols, up to bat.
Jaden Nichols had a multi-hit game against Joplin, and he's been doing a really great job of putting the barrel on the ball.
Coach is going to bring in Drake Swift for Quentin Hughes as a pinch runner.
Well, the Cats have scored 3 in the bottom half of the first inning, and there's still 1 more out, and we've got runners on first and second.
And here we go. Jaden is a right-handed batter. Chase Smith for Carl Junction, the left-handed pitcher, and there's a pitch, and it's going to be a short chopper to the third baseman who will get the 5-3 right there, Brody Pant. And so in the bottom half of the first inning, 3-run score for Neosho, leaving 2 stranded as the Neosho Wildcats take a 3-0 lead over the Carl Junction Bulldogs. You are watching Neosho Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
Fawcett Greenhouse at 898 Baxter Street in Neosho is a proud supporter of Neosho sports. Springtime brings growing season and baseball to the Neosho area, and Fawcett Greenhouse supports all Neosho spring sports and wants to wish all Wildcats good luck for a happy and safe season of competition. Fawcett Greenhouse can supply you with all your home landscaping and gardening needs. For more information, the number is 417-451-5369 or FawcettGreenhouse.com.
KNEA would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the 4-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Located at 1931 East 20th Street, Suite 103 in Joplin, Missouri. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100.
Ballgame being brought to you by Southwest Missouri Bank, Freeman Orthopedic Sports Medicine, Calvary Baptist Church, Clark Funeral Home, Fawcett Greenhouse, and McKay Quality Roofing. We're coming up at the top of the second inning. We're at Roy B. Schaefer Stadium. The Cats made good on a 2-run homer by Kenton Smith, and then a big triple that scored another run for the Cats. They stranded a couple, but it was a good inning for the Cats.
Yes, it sure was. And here's the first pitch. It's a called strike for Quentin Hughes, and it is number 9, Wyatt McAfee, the left fielder for Carl Junction, for the first pitch, and it's a called strike. 0-1 is the count. Here's the next pitch. Called strike 2. So this is a good way for Quentin to start right off the bat. 0-2 count.
Well, it is, and he's keeping the ball down. That's for sure. What we saw was the ball got up in the air, and Canton got a hold of it, and it was all over but the crying.
That one stayed up, too, and it got up, but it's out of play. Tell you what, that was a little check swing, but the way that thing shot off that bat.
Yeah, it sure was.
Here's the pitch, and it's a strike 3. That's a way to get it going for his first strikeout of the game, as well as the first strikeout of this inning, and the first out of this inning, and is now the first baseman, number 8, Deacon Endicott.
Endicott steps in from the right-hand side of the plate.
He doesn't crowd the inside of that box near as much. He's got a kind of an open stance when he takes that plant foot.
Ball 1.
So it's a 1-0 count. Here's the pitch from the windup. Just outside for ball 2.
2 balls and no strikes. It is the top half of the second inning. The Cats are up over the Bulldogs by a score of 3-0.
It's a 2-0 count. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be a hard line drive. It's going to be a fair ball. And it's just going to be a single for McAfee, or for Deacon Endicott.
I'll tell you what, we couldn't see it, but it looks to me like that
Spivey
did a really nice job of getting the ball and getting it back in.
He did, because Hudson was really trying to make the play on that and just went just inside that third base. And now it is going to be the shortstop, number 10, Craig Hughes, that steps into the batter's box. Quentin makes a pickoff move to first. Try to keep the runner honest right there. Looks at the runner on first. Goes from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Ball low. So it's a 1-0 count. For Craig Hayes. Goes from the stretch here. And John, you can see the wind whipping right now. There's a called strike.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a 1-1.
Sure is. Yes,
the official's uniform out there is snapping around. His pants are snapping around. So is Quentin's jersey as well. It's a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And, it's going to be a bunt.
And he's got it.
He will make it. And they're going to try to steal second. And he calls him safe. Oh, that was a nice play there. Tried to get it, see if they could get an extra base, but he will get an out on a foul. So it's out number 2. However, Endicott will advance on a stolen base to second.
That was a
for
nice
Carl
heads-up
Junction.
play by Smith that time to get the ball down to second base to make that a close call.
It was. It was a very nice play right there, considering he had his back turned to second base and had to turn around and get the throw.
Aiden Street, the center fielder's up.
First pitch is a called strike. Aiden Strait is a left-handed batter. Quentin goes from the stretch, looks at the runner second. Here's the pitch. It's a swing, and it's a hard line drive down the first base side for a foul ball. For strike number 2, so it's an 0-2 count. And John, the way he wrapped that thing around, if he keeps that thing fair, with our outfield playing toward the left field side, those could be some extra bases. Here's the pitch from the stretch. It's a swing.
Got him.
It's a miss for strike 3, and we'll get the out right there. Leave a runner stranded on second base for Carl Junction as no run score here in the top half of the second inning, as the Neosho Wildcats still continue to have a 3-0 lead over the Carl Junction Bulldogs. You're watching Wildcat Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
Insurance Benefits Consultants now has 2 locations to serve you. They're located at 1009 South Neosho Boulevard in Neosho and at 701 Northwest McNelly Road in Bentonville, Arkansas. They are proud supporters of the KNEO and Neosho Wildcat Sports Network. They provide Medicare and Medicaid supplemental policies, as well as life, health, and group health insurance plans from companies like Allstate and Colonial. For more information, call 417-451-4244 or in Arkansas, 479-431-5226.
Are you hitting the road without the protection you need? Your car is your trusted companion, but it still needs a safety net. Get the auto insurance you deserve with Community Insurance. Our affordable plans are designed to protect you from life's little bumps and unexpected detours. Visit our website at firstcommunityinsurance.net or call us today at 870-793-9876. Community Insurance, your trusted companion on the road of life. Community Insurance is a subsidiary of First Community Bank.
Finn Versluis, the center fielder, leads off for the Cats, and then it's the top of the batting order, bottom half of the second inning. The Cats are up by a score of 3-0. Coach?
And here's Finn Versluis. He steps into the batter's box. He's a right-handed batter. First pitch is going to right field, and it is going to be fair.
It is.
He will get a base hit right off of that. So it's a great way to start. First pitch, base hit right over in right field, and right now, John, everybody has said the wind they're shifted over to the left field side, but there was nobody.
Yeah, it looked like the first baseman was just kind of looking, hoping that it was going to go foul, but the wind brought it right back in.
And so now it is Hudson Williams with a runner on first and no outs. Here's the pitch. Hudson showing bunt. He lays down a bunt down the third base side. However, they're going to let it play and go foul for strike 1.
Well, that was a nice bunt, no doubt about it. Hudson got on by way of an error the first time up, and he came around to score on that towering home run by Kenton Smith.
And that's one of those right there, like that, John, right there. You got to know your home field right there.
Yep.
Make sure you know the ball's always going to roll out and everything, especially with the wind going across from right to left. It's going to help push that ball. And, a nice little pickoff move there for the left-hander.
Yes, it was.
Coming up with that sidearm pickoff. So it's still an 0-1 count for Hudson. Finn Versluis on first base. Here's the pitch. It's a ball high. Braxton Jones there for Carl Junction decided to make a throw down there and just say, okay, I see you. I'm going to see if I can gun you down. So it's now a 1-1 count.
Well, there's no doubt about it. CJ has watched us.
And there we go. The bunt is now laid down right to the pitcher. However, Finn Versluis will advance to second for the sacrifice right there. And so it'll be a 1-3 put out for the first out. And it is now the catcher, number 32, Kenton Smith, who had a 2-run homer his last time at bat. And, John, let's see where they're playing. Well, they're playing shallow in right field. It's really right center.
Yeah.
And then it's left center and left. Here's the pitch. Ooh, a little breaking pitch right there for ball one.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a low inside pitch.
It's just off speed as well. Trying to see if he can mix up the timing there.
I don't know if you all can tell by the video, but the guy that is almost over second base is the right fielder, not the center fielder.
Chase Smith goes from the stretch. Ball high for ball one, or ball two, excuse me. So it's a 2-0 count for Canton Smith. And they're playing that he's going to pull this thing.
You know, they don't realize if they give him an outside pitch, he's going to try his best. Ball three.
Ball three on the inside. It's an off-speed pitch as well, so.
A lot of his hits are singles because he's able to slap the ball into the different directions.
So it's a 3-0 count. Runner at second for Neosho. 1 out. Here's the pitch. It's a called strike.
Well, Canton knew that's exactly what it was, but being the disciplined ball player he is, 3-0 count, he was not going to swing.
And I understand that. You got to watch it. You got to make him. Let's see what he can do here. Chase Smith's going from the stretch. Looks at the runner. Here's the pitch. It's a swing, and it's a short little chopper to Smith for the 1-3 put out right there. However, Finn will advance to third base. And now with 2 outs, it is the left fielder, number 22, Cade Spiva, that steps into the batter's box.
Cade Spiva struck out his first time up. And like I said, you've got to believe that ball that was hit to left field a while ago, he got it and got it back in quickly.
He did a great job of fielding. So here's the pitch, and there is a hard line drive just foul down the third base line.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. That was putting the barrel on the ball.
I tell you what, the third baseman right there, Brody Pant, did not have any time to react.
Cats could use a run right here. Runner's on third base.
Here we go with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. It's another line drive, just fouled down the third base line.
First loose was showed us a little vertical there, didn't he?
He sure did. You better make sure you stay in foul territory.
Yep. And that again was a pretty hard hit ball.
It sure was. If it comes straight right now, he straightens it out. It could be some extra bases, possibly. Here's the pitch from the stretch. 0-2 count. Ball outside for ball one. So it is now a 1-2 count with 2 outs. Runner on third. Chase going from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Ooh, just
low and inside.
Just bounced right in front of the plate right there. It is now a 2-2 count. You can see he's got a curveball, John, right now. He's really pulling that lampshade down, trying to get that ball to snap and drop on that curve. It's a 2-2 count with 2 outs. Chase Smith goes from the stretch. Here's the pitch. It is a hard line drive again down the third base side, foul. So Spiva doing a great job of battling it out right here, keeping him honest.
Brody Arthur, Colton Southern, and Noah Lawson up for the Cats.
So it's a 2-2 count with 2 out, runner in third, as the Neosho Wildcats have a 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the second inning. It is a foul ball out of play behind home plate. Ooh.
Well, that was pretty close to someone over there, wasn't it?
Yeah. And you see some fans out there trying to shag the ball. Maybe they're giving snow cones today. It's warm enough.
Yeah.
It's a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Off speed got him swinging right there for out number 3. And so a runner is left stranded for Neosho on third base. No run score as the Neosho Wildcats have a 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the second inning. You're watching Wildcat Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
Tally Tire at 18152 East Highway 86 is a proud supporter of local high school athletics. Tally Tire is your full-service car and truck headquarters. They carry name-brand tires such as Nexen, Mastercraft, and Uniroyal, ATC camper shells and bed covers, and do oil changes and tune-ups. Call Tally Tire today for all your automotive needs at 417-451-0457 or online at tallytire.com.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Welcome back to Schaefer Field in the Marion Family Complex. 2 innings are in the books, and the Neosho Wildcats are up over the Carl Junction Bulldogs by a score of 3-0. And we're beginning the top half of the 3rd inning. Here's Larry Perkins.
And it is Braxton Jones, the catcher for Carl Junction, that steps into the batter's box. He is a right-handed batter. Got an open stance. Called strike on first pitch, strike 1, and John, he's a nice-looking young man right there in the batter's box.
Yeah, he sure is. I think he is a junior. He caught a little bit last year, but not just a whole lot.
Ball 1, so it's a 1-1 count. I think right now, if he got a hold of one, he could drive. Right now, the Neosho outfield is playing everything straight up. Foul ball behind home plate for strike number 2, so it is now a 1-2 count for Braxton Jones.
Hollingsworth, and then the top of the batting order for the Bulldogs.
Here's the pitch from the windup, swing and a miss.
And the foul tip,
Foul
I guess.
tip, okay, all right. I thought it was a miss, but okay, we'll get the foul tip. So it's still a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch from the windup. It's a swing and a foul ball out of play behind home plate. So he's going to battle it out right now. Anything close, he's going to fight it. It's a 1-2 count. Here's a swing, and it's a hard line drive. It's going to be a base hit right out to center field for Braxton. So he's going to try to get it started with Carl Junction, and it is now number 1, the second baseman, Cody Hollingsworth. And they're going to have a pinch runner come in, trying to see the number of that young man.
Looks like number 2, number 7.
7. Number 7 will be Gabe Sitton, the pinch runner for Carl Junction.
Hughes is looking over at the Wildcat bench.
Getting his call from the coach and looking at his card. And
boy, that was close. That
nice
was
little
really
move
close.
there.
Nice move and nice tag by Lawson.
Evidently, they think Gabe Sitton for Carl Junction might be one of those that's willing to just take off and be trying to steal. Here's the pitch. Oh, it's a foul ball for strike 1. Would have said it's a little chin music right there, but he stepped up there and was showing bunt, so I can't call that chin music.
No, you sure can't.
So it's an 0-1 count. Sitton takes the lead off there at first base, and Hollingsworth shows a bunt, but we're not ready at second, so we'll get the force out at first. However, Sitton, the pinch runner, will advance.
Brings up the third baseman.
And now it is the third baseman, number 2, Brody Pant, that steps into the batter's box. His last time at bat, he grounded out to third base for the 5-3 putout.
You know, think about someone who can come off the mound and field the way that Hughes did. He spun around to second base, still had enough time to get the ball over to first for the out.
Yep. First pitch is a ball 1. They just weren't there right there to make the play. Had they been there, I think he would have thrown it at second and could have had the play. It's a 1-0 count with one out. Runner at second for Carl Junction. Here's the pitch. High fly ball out of play. Yep. For strike number one, so now it's a 1-1 count. I tell you what, these fans today, they might be wanting to guard right now. Those things are getting close to the stands today. Yeah. So it is now a 1-1 count with one out. There's a called strike.
Yeah.
He's bringing the heat right now, just throwing it right by him, so it's now a 1-2 count.
Well, it's the top half of the third inning. The Cats are up by a score of 3-0. There is a runner on second base, and there is one out for the Carl Junction Bulldogs.
Quentin going from the stretch. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a high fly ball. Brody Arthur makes the call, and he makes the catch.
Yeah, that was a nice job of communicating that time by the outfield.
It sure was. So now there are two outs, runner in second for Carl Junction, and it is now number 21, Cooper Vadiz, the designated hitter.
He flied out to center field his last time up.
Well, we don't want him to fly out. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd like him to fly out, but I don't want to go to the outfield. Unless it's a can of corn. Here we go.
Here's the first pitch, called strike one. Yeah.
Okay, I'd much rather just have a strikeout and be done with this thing.
Yeah, Vadiz turned looked at his coach, looked back at the umpire, looked at his coach again.
So it's an 0-1 count. Oh. Nobody for Neosho guarding it, but he still tried to make the pickoff move to get sitting back to second base. Here's the pitch. Called strike. He bailed out of that a little too early on that, so it's now an 0-2 count. There's a ball one.
Yeah.
So it's now a 1-2 count. See if he could get him going fishing there to no avail. Here's the pitch from the stretch. It's going to be a short little chopper behind home on the third base side for foul ball. Still 1-2 count. Quentin going from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be a fly ball right to Brody Arthur, who makes the catch and does a great job of ending that inning, leaving a runner stranded for Carl Junction on second base. No run score here in the top half of the third inning as Neosho continues with their lead of score of 3-0. You're watching Wildcat Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
The law offices of Wood & Peterson is sponsoring this portion of Neosho Wildcat Athletics, located at 217 South Lafayette, Neosho, and 431 Virginia Avenue in Joplin. They serve Southwest Missouri with personal claim representation. For more information, the phone number is 417-451-4141 or online at neoshoattorney.com. The law offices of Wood & Peterson are proud supporters of the Neosho Wildcats.
People's Bank of Seneca, proudly investing in our community and you since 1996. Locations in Joplin, Neosho, and Seneca. Bank PBS, peoplesbankofseneca.com.
Welcome back to the ballpark. We're at the Neosho Wildcat Sports Complex. It is the Roy Schaefer's field. Neosho Wildcats are taking on the Carl Junction Bulldogs. Bottom half of the third inning. Cats are up by a score of 3-0. This ball game is being brought to you by Joe Ringstaff of Edward Jones, First Free Will Baptist Church, Family Market, Farm Bureau, Clark Funeral Home, and Rise Fitness Center.
And it's going to be Brody Arthur for Neosho, the right fielder, number 28, that steps into the batter's box.
Brody Arthur had a triple his first time up and came around to score.
And the first pitch is a called strike as he was watching that. So it is a 0-1 count. And there is, it's a ripper right down the first base line. It's going to be extra bases as there is no fielder over there. Arthur will get a double. out of this.
Gives him a triple and a double.
So he's had a triple the first time at bat, and now a double. And now it is the second baseman, number 8, Colton Southern.
He walked his first time up and was stranded at second base. Cats have got a runner on second, no outs, bottom of the third. Things are looking up, Coach.
Hey, I can tell you right now, if you can hit those corners right now, Carl Junction, they've shifted the outfield over to left field and everything. Brody Arthur just ripped that thing down the first base line. Those were extra bases. That's what we need to continue to do. Here's the pitch from the stretch, and it is a line drive out to center. But Aiden Strait right there with the catch for out number 1, and Arthur is still at second base.
Yeah, I tell you, he had to just about stay there because you don't really know with the wind blowing exactly what's going to happen. And I think Strait got fooled there until the very last minute.
Strait was trying to watch it and get a fix on it, and now it is Noah Lawson who got a single his last time at bat and got stranded at second.
Arthur's not got much of a lead off of second base.
Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a nice little blooper for his base hit.
And Arthur is going to score.
Coach is sending Arthur on. They make the cutoff. However, a run will score for Neosho as Lawson gets a single, gets on first. And the Neosho Wildcats here in the bottom half of the third inning now take a 4-0 lead over Carl Junction.
Cats have done a nice job of doing exactly what you talked about earlier, Coach, taking what is given to them. That ball comes down the middle. You hit it right back up over the pitcher's head.
Exactly. They did a great job. Just hit it where they're not and put it in play. And now it is Quentin Hughes at bat. And he's got a base rip that's going to be a base hit as well. Coach is just going to advance the runners all one base, so he will get a single. So now you've got one out, runner at second, as well as first for Neosho, and it is number 11, Jaden Nichols.
Nichols was out 5-3 his last time up.
Brings up the shortstop.
Runners in scoring position, moving them on around would be advantageous for the Cats right here. So we may see a little play put on.
Here's the pitch, and it's ball. It's going to get away from it, so the runners are going to advance.
No, there was our play, wasn't it?
There we go. Take what you can be given and take advantage of it. So there is ball 1 as it gets away from the catcher there, Braxton Jones.
Up next is going to be Vin Versluis. He had a single and came around and was stranded at third base his last time up. And then it's the top of the batting order for the Cats.
Here's the pitch from the stretch. Ball high. So it's now a 2-0 count with one out. Runners at third and second for Neosho. Chase Smith going from the stretch. It's an off-speed change-up curve. Just didn't fall in there, just inside and low for ball 3.
Yeah, if that had been a little bit low and outside instead of inside, there's a big hole between first and second.
Tell you what, as a left-hander, though, this kid can really throw that curveball. There's a strike.
Yeah.
He can throw. He's got a little slider as well. He's got great control of his pitches. I don't know what grade this kid's in, but he's going to be a very nice pitcher for him if he's an underclassman.
There's
ball 4, so it'll be a base on balls.
That loads the bases.
So now you got loaded bases, and it is Finn versus Luce with one out. And Coach Cook is going to go out and have a conversation right now.
And he's going to stop and going to bring the infield in for just a few minutes. This ball game is being brought to you by Tally Tire, the law offices of Wood and Peterson, Newmac Electric, Sports Locker, KSN, KODE, and Zach's Car Wash. We want to thank all of our sponsors for what they do for us, because as we say, if it wasn't for them, you wouldn't be where you are, and Larry and I wouldn't be here, would we?
That's right. You got that right. You guys are enjoying the game in the luxury of your home right now, or radio, and we're enjoying this, just getting to come out and broadcast for you.
If we could get a scan across the field, maybe we can do that sometime later on. But there are a lot of Cat faithful that are here to support their Neosho Wildcats. It's
It's
great
a
to see
great-
that kind of support.
It is a great day to come out and just watch a baseball game. And Finn steps into the batter's box. Here's the pitch from, it's going to be a short little,
Well, he got the out there, but
he got the out. He called him safe, though.
Yeah.
So you get a little fly out right there to Cody Hollingsworth, who makes the catch for out number 2.
And here's Hudson Williams.
Third baseman, Hudson Williams.
Chase Smith has had 42 pitches so far in 3 innings. It might be worth the Cats' while to see how deep they can take him into the count.
And Hudson steps into the batter's box. Bases loaded, 2 out. Here's the pitch. Called strike 1.
Hudson sacrificed his last time up. The first time he was up, he got on by way of an error and came around to score on that home run by Kenton Smith.
Here's the pitch, and it's going to be a hard line drive right to the first baseman for the force out. And out number 3. 3 runners are stranded for Neosho. However, they do score one run here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning and take a 4-0 lead over the Carl Junction Bulldogs. You're watching Wildcat Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
At the Hillcrest Church of Christ, we're striving to be His own people, eager to do what is good. Join us for worship at 10 and 6 Sundays and for class Sunday morning at 9 and Wednesday evening at 7. You're sure to find a warm welcome and friendly people seeking to please God according to His Word. Wildcats, join us every Tuesday morning before school for Devo and Donuts at 7 a.m. Learn more about the Hillcrest Church of Christ at neoshochurchofchrist.org.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is Your Touchstone Energy Partner.
We're ready to start the 4th inning. We've been going about 45 minutes, so this ball game is rocking right along. The Neosho Wildcats are up by a score of 4-0 over the Carl Junction Bulldogs. We're at Roy Schaefer Stadium. There's still plenty of time to come on out. There'll be a JV ball game after this. You might want to wear a jacket. The wind is blowing just a little bit, but it's 80 degrees outside as well.
It's nice and warm, but it is breezy right now. You just got to be ready to hold on to your hat if you got one.
Yeah, absolutely. Quentin Hughes is on the mound. He's been rolling quite along, and he's just holding them scoreless after 3 innings. Another good inning for him, and Cats can come back and rattle the bats.
And it is going to be number 6, Braden Lowry, that steps into the batter's box. He's a left-handed batter for Carl Junction. He grounded out his last time at bat. Here's the pitch from the windup. It's a swing, and it's going to be a little dribbler right down to Colton Southern on second base for the 4-3 put out. So 1 pitch, 1 out. That's the way to get it started right now, and it's going to be...
You know, I was just getting ready to say neither one of these pitchers have been real pitch economical, and all of a sudden 1 pitch and 1 out.
Hey, we'll take that every time we can get it.
Believe it.
And now it is the left fielder, number 9, Wyatt McAfee.
He struck out his last time up. Wind is still blowing. You can see the uniforms blowing.
There is a lot of tension on those flags out there at Carver Elementary.
Tell you what, this young man looks like if he could get a hold of the ball, he could put it out there where my truck is in the parking lot. Call strike 1.
Strike 1. I think you're wanting to have a little insurance claim or something?
No, I want a big insurance
Is that
claim.
what it is? Okay. There's strike 2, foul ball behind home plate. Well, I can tell you right now, the wind gets a hold of it, John. It could travel out there. Because that one that Ken Smith got a hold of, you knew it when it went off the bat. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a hard foul ball down the third base side. So it's still an 0-2 count.
Calvary Baptist Church, Neosho Daily News, Crowder College, Eric Norris, he's your State Farm agent, and Rise Fitness Center bringing you the ball game.
There's a foul ball right into the home dugout. That's the one that'll keep you on your toes. So it's still an 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Just outside and low for ball one. So it's now a 1-2 count with one out, no runners on for Carl Junction. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be a base hit for Braden out to left field. He will get a single on that.
Now down to first baseman.
Or excuse me, not Braden.
Yeah,
Wyatt.
yes.
I said it again. My apologies, fans. And it is now the first baseman, number 8, Deacon Endicott.
We'll be right back here on Thursday night when the Tigers from Willard come to town. The Cats could, with the win tonight, make them 500 in COC play, and that's not a bad place to be at this time of the year, is it?
Not a bad place to be right now. Here's the pitch. Called strike. I like that pitch right there. That's the old Linda Ronstadt, the old Blue Bayou. They're just watching it. They're letting that first one go. Here's the pickoff move to first base.
You know, one of Coach Bo's goals for the year is to increase in number of wins in the COC.
This is a good day to get it started right here for Neosho. It's an 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Just outside for ball one.
CJ will be going to the new Ozark Mountain Conference this next year, so we'll probably play them, but it won't be COC conference play under any circumstances.
It'll just be a game. Foul ball out of play for strike number 2. It'll just be a game, like I said, just because it's close and it's good competition still. So
I think Endicott helped use that a little bit that time. I believe that was a ball that he spoiled over the back of the
He just threw the bat out there. So it's now a 1-2 count with one out, runner on first for Carl Junction. Here's the pitch from the stretch, and that's a swing and a miss right there for strike number 3.
Third strikeout.
And now he's got 3 strikeouts for the day, and it is now the shortstop number 10, Craig Hayes.
He flied out to Kenton Smith right back by the backstop last time he was up.
Here's a pitch, foul ball. Behind home plate again for strike number 1. So it's an 0-1 count. Quentin going from the stretch. Here's the pitch, just inside for ball 1. It's now a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Ooh, just inside for ball number 2. Yeah. That was a nice little slider.
Yes, it was. And
had him caught right there. If it just dropped in, now it is a 2-1 count with 2 outs. Quentin still going from the stretch. Looks at the runner on first. Gets set. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a hard right to the shortstop for the force out or the ground out right there. And so no runs will score for Carl Junction. The runner is left stranded on at first base. And the Neosho Wildcats continue here in the middle of the 4th inning of a score of 4-0. You're watching Neosho Baseball on the Canio Sports Network.
The Sports Locker, located at 1206 Neosho Boulevard, Neosho, is a proud supporter and supplier of Crowder College athletics. The Sports Locker also specializes in team sports apparel for high schools and Little League teams. They also have Nike and Under Armour clothing, open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, Saturday from 9:30 to 5, and Sundays noon to 5, or online at shopsportslocker.com. Proud supporters of Crowder College athletics.
A radical change is needed in every person to find true or real fulfillment in this life, to be acceptable to God, to enter God's kingdom.
Billy Graham on why being a good person is not enough to save you.
What's wrong? The Bible tells us. The Bible says the thing that is wrong is that we have a disease. It affects the whole human race all over the world, and the disease is called sin.
Sin separates us from God, but there is hope. God promises to forgive our sins if we follow Jesus, His Son.
Do you know Christ? God can give you a whole new life a transformation that you never dreamed existed if you let Him.
You can learn more about getting to know Jesus at findpeacewithgod.net. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
And here's the pitch, and it's going to be a hit for Ken Smith on the second pitch. First one was a strike, but he will get a single out in right field. And that's a good way, John, right there to get it started right there. His first pitch was a strike for Neosho, but that second pitch, he just took it where he wanted to go, took it out to right field, got a single.
Last time he was up, we talked to him about that. Looks like it's going to be Cooper Charlton as a pinch runner over on first base. But Canton has the ability to hit the ball to right field, and it's not going to surprise me to see some more of the Cats try to do that.
And I can tell you right now, Carl Junction, they have shifted their entire outfield over to the left field side. They're not playing for that right now. However, they've done it three times, I think, today in right field. He's showing a little pickoff move there, a little sidearm.
Now here's Cade Spiva. He has struck out twice in the ball game.
He's going to get it started. He's going to get it started right here. Here's the pitch. Off speed called strike. Braxton Jones, the catcher, throws it down there to keep the runner honest. See if he's off a little bit.
Yeah, there may be an opportunity to challenge his arm here.
It's an 0-1 count.
Carlton's got some speed.
Here's the pitch. He's going to show a bunt. He's going to lay it down. And it's going to be the 1-3 as Cooper Charlton will advance to second base. And now it is Brody Arthur, the right fielder, who has had a triple, a double in his innings at bat so far. He may, who knows, John, we may see a person run the cycle for Neosho.
Well, he steps in there and he waves that bat back and forth.
However, they're starting to shift. The right fielder's shifting over a little bit more. There is definite gap now in right center.
There's still a big hole there, that's for sure.
First pitch is a ball one. And I think they were thinking the runner was going to take off right there.
Yeah, I think they were. That's almost a pitch out.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
You don't see very much anymore.
You don't see that, but he jumped up like he was thinking it was going to happen. Here's the pitch by Chase Smith. He's going to do a pickoff move to second. So it's still a 1-0 count for Arthur.
Here comes the pitch.
It's ball high for ball two. So it's now a 2-0 count with one out for Arthur. Runner at second for Neosho.
Arthur hitting in the 4 slot, and then it is Colton Southern and Noah Lawson.
Chase Smith for Carl Junction going from the stretch. Here's the pitch. It's off speed outside for ball number 3. So it's now a 3-0 count. And I wonder if Arthur's got the green light on this.
I don't believe so.
Called strike. He's going to watch it. 3-1 now is the count. And ladies and gentlemen, you can't see this, but the water is now on the soccer field over here. Here's the pitch. Called strike two.
Yeah, Arthur looked at that and kind of shook his head and said, yep, that's exactly what it was.
So it is now a full count for Arthur with one out. You know Chase is going to try to bring something over the plate.
Yeah, he's going to bring heat. There's no doubt about it. And
he's off speed a little bit, but it's a high fly ball. And he's going to make the catch right there. Braden Lowry makes the catch. And out number 2 for Neosho. And it is now Colton Southern, the second baseman.
Hit the ball right on the nose the last time up, but the center fielder had to make about 2 steps adjustment and was there. He walked his first time up and was stranded at third base.
So here we go. 2 outs, runner at second. Chase Smith goes from the stretch, calls a timeout, steps out of the box.
Yeah, Southern says, wait a minute.
Let's rattle you a little bit here.
Yeah.
You're going to watch that runner. I'm going to shake you up. Gets back into the batter's box. Here's the pitch. And it's
There's
a high fly ball. And it's going, it's gone.
Absolutely.
It is a 2-run homer for Colton Southern. That thing shot off like a rocket off that bat.
There was no doubt about it. That ball was gone. So the Cats are now up by a score of 6-0 in the bottom half of the 4th inning.
And it's a 2-out rally right there. And it is now Noah Lawson that's going to step into the batter's box.
Well, the bases are cleared. Lawson had a single his last time up. And after him will be the pitcher.
It's going to be a foul ball down the third base side for strike number 1. I tell you what, both times, Canton Smith as well as Colton Southern, like you said, John, you just heard it. When it went off that bat, you could see it. It was gone. There's a strike.
Yeah, I would bet that those are 2 pitches that Chase Smith wishes he had back.
Here's the pitch. Strike 3. Caught him watching there just on the outside corner. So in this inning, the damage has been done as 2-run score for Neosho and take a 6-0 lead here after the 4th inning. You're watching Neosho Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
The Sports Locker, located at 1206 Neosho Boulevard, Neosho, is a proud supporter and supplier of Crowder College athletics. The Sports Locker also specializes in team sports apparel for high schools and Little League teams. They also have Nike and Under Armour clothing, open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, Saturday from 9:30 to 5, and Sundays noon to 5, or online at shopsportslocker.com. Proud supporters of Crowder College athletics.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
A 2-run homer by Colton Southern, and the Cats are up by a score of 6-0. They scored 3 in the first, 1 in the third, and 2 in the fourth. It is the top half of the 5th inning.
And, John, that's what you want to see right there. Almost every inning, with the exception of 2nd inning right there, we have put runs on the board. So Neosho just needs to continue with that, and the win will see itself out.
Yeah, it really will. And this could very well put the Cats at 500. We don't want to talk too early, certainly not, but Cats are rolling right along, playing pretty good defense as well. And here is Straight. He had a strikeout his first time up.
So he steps into the batter's box. He's a left-handed batter. Quentin getting everything set, looks at his wrist coach, gets the call. Here's the pitch, just inside for ball 1. I tell you what, John, he's got a little zip on his ball today, on these pitches. That's what you want to see right there. Ball 2 for just low again.
He's kind of the hard luck guy on the pitching staff. He's lost a couple of ball games by a run each.
Ball 3. So now it's a 3-0 count for Quentin. Quentin's just going from the stretch right now. No windup. He just rear back, and there it is, a throw. Called strike. So it's now a 3-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss right there.
Swung right through that one.
That's what we call the old Blue Bayou. So it's now a full count, 3-2. There is a line drive out to right field. Arthur is back and makes the catch.
That was
right at the warning track for out number 1. And it is now number 3, the catcher, Braxton Jones.
He had a double his first time up and was stranded at second base.
First pitch, called strike. That's what you want to see. Get that called strike. Get yourself ahead in the count right now so you can mix it up. It's an 0-1 count. Next pitch. Hard foul ball down the third base side for strike number 2. So it is now an 0-2 count for Quentin Hughes. Quentin going from the stretch right now exclusively. He steps out.
I guess the
Jones steps out.
Him, yeah.
Had to, maybe. Got a little wind in his eye. Because it's blowing right into his face right now. Here's the pitch. Foul ball behind home plate. Still an 0-2 count. Here's the pitch from the windup this time. It's going to be a short little line drive right to Quentin Hughes, who takes his time but makes the call for the 1-3 put out right there.
Hughes knew that he had the ball right in front of him. There was no stress, no strain, and still able to make the play.
And that just goes to show, he's a senior right now, so he didn't get alarmed by it. Hey, as you said, I kept the ball in front of me. I can still make the play and just take my time and relax through it. Make sure you make the play. First pitch is called strike for Hollingsworth.
Hollingsworth was out 1-3 his last time up.
There's a high fly ball.
Canton thinks he's got a chance.
He's got the call, and he's
got
the
it.
catch. So 3 up, 3 down for the Carl Junction Bulldogs. No run score here in the top half of the 5th inning as the Neosho Wildcats lead the Carl Junction Bulldogs by a score of 6-0. You're watching Wildcat Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
At Calvary Neosho, we aren't your grandmother's church, because she lives in Akron, Ohio, and that would be a terribly long commute for church. But if she did live in Neosho, we at Calvary would be delighted to have her come visit us. And since you live here, we would definitely like you to come visit us. Then, when your Nana comes to visit for Christmas, you can bring her to church and introduce us to her. We're sure she is a delightful lady. You can find us at Facebook/Calvary of Neosho, or join us in person at 3650 Oak Ridge Extension. We gather for worship Sundays at 10:30 a.m. Calvary Neosho. Not your grandma's church, but we'd sure like to meet her.
Locally owned, operated, and here for you. Check out the new face of the Neosho Daily News, covering Newton County, highlighting area residents, businesses, school news, sports, and more. Find us on Facebook at Neosho Daily News or call 417-451-1520. Go get 'em, Wildcats!
15. And welcome back to Wildcat Sports Complex. It's the Marion Complex. We are at the Roy B. Schaefer baseball field. It is the bottom half of the 6th inning. There's a pitching change for the Bulldogs, and Pant, who was playing third base, will be coming in to pitch, and then Aiden Spencer will go to third base. So he's
so they're going to change it up right
taking
now.
A few of his last pitches. It's going to be Quentin Hughes to face him first, then Jaden Nichols and Ben Versluis. So a new pitcher for the Bulldogs. We'll see where we're at.
How many pitches?
Oh, 11. Yeah, Hughes had 11 pitches that last time. That's the least pitches he's had. There's a swung on strike 1.
For Quentin Hughes. So it is now an 0-1 count. And it's going to take him a little time to get used to this. Right-hander, he's got a little speed right there for a ball low.
Hughes had a single his last time up and was stranded at second base.
Called strike right there. He's backing out of the box. And
a little curveball just over the outside corner.
It's now a 1-2 count for Pant. And just outside for ball 2. It's now a 2-2 count.
Well,
Pant comes with the pitch, and it's going to be a nice base hit right there. He's going to take it out to right field for the single. So that's a way to battle through that and get yourself on base. No outs right now, and it is now the shortstop, number 11, Jaden Nichols.
Well, there was, for Smith, he allowed 6 runs. there was 1, 2, 3 errors, 2 home runs, a triple, and a double. The Cats hit him pretty well. There was 2 more runs on top of that, so there was 10 at-bats altogether that were base hits.
First pitch is a called strike right there. It's a little curve. He's got a 3/4 arm. He throws a 3/4 arm pitch, so it comes across you. If you're a right-handed batter, it's going to trail away from you. There we go. Southern's going to show it. And we'll get the sacrifice bunt.
That was a nice job of changing in midstream for Nichols that time to put that ball down.
It sure was.
Here's Vin Versluis. He had a single in his first time up, and then he flied out to the second baseman. And it's the top of the batting order for the Cats.
And so with 1 out, we got a runner at second. Finn steps into the batter's box. What are we going to see here? Pant goes from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Ball inside. Ball 1. And he shows a bunt as well. Yeah, and it's going to get by him right there. Just misplayed that. Now you're going to get runners at the corner as Quentin Hughes takes third. Versluis gets it on first. Now you've got 1 out, runners on the corner, and it is back to the starting lineup, the top of the lineup. It's going to be the third baseman, Hudson Williams, then Canton Smith, and Cade Spiva.
Hudson Williams got on the first time up by way of an error, and then came around to score on that home run by Canton Smith. He hit the ball down the first baseline the last time he was up.
Pant goes from the stretch. First pitch is ball inside for ball 1.
I think it's just a matter of time before Versluis challenges the arm of Jones.
Here's the pitch, and there we go. We're going to see a stolen base. Yes, we will. That's a way to go. So Finn Versluis will advance to second base. Now you got runners at second and third with a 1-1 count and 1 out for Hudson Williams.
Hudson Williams just needs to lift the ball out of the infield.
And next pitch is a ball low for ball 2.
It was a nice throw by Jones that time.
It sure
Finn
was.
had such a jump, there was no way that was going to get him out.
Here's the pitch. High fly ball. And center fielder's going to come in. He will make the catch straight right there. Will make the catch, but he was having to come in, John, and just that he did not. He got it lost in the sun. It will now be out number 2. Runners at second and third still with 2 out, and it is now Canton Smith, the catcher.
Canton had a home run in the first inning. He flied out, and then he had a opposite field single his last time up.
First pitch is a ball 1. Here's pitch. Ball low for ball number 2. And right now, Pan is going from the windup with runners at second and third. He's not even worried about those runners with 2 outs. He's just trying to go after the pitcher. Here's the pitch from the windup, and it's going to be a little squibber that will get right off the end of the bat, and he will get on base.
And there's a run.
And a run will score for Neosho. So
Nice.
Quentin Hughes will come in.
Nice job of hitting that time, just slapping the ball to get on base. And that brings about a run. So now Versluis is on third, and Smith is on first.
And they're going to bring in a pinch runner, Cooper Charlton, for Neosho.
Yeah.
And so now it is Cade Spiva, the left fielder, who has struck out twice and grounded out his last time at bat.
Yeah. Braxton Jones goes out and
Makes
shows
a
some
call.
signals to everybody, makes want to sure everybody is on the same page in the hymnal, so to speak.
Here's the pitch from the stretch for Pant. Oh,
hit him.
Hit the runner, so they will advance. Now your base is loaded.
Cade Spiva has probably been hit more times. He was hit 3 times in one ball game.
That's not one of those highlights you want to talk
No.
about. I can tell you that right now,
it's
John.
not.
I've had that happen when I play baseball.
Here's Brody Arthur. He's had a triple and a double, and that one's popped way up in the
Way
air.
up. And it is Aiden Spencer that's making the call.
And he
he
missed
will
it,
drop
and it's
it.
a
He
fair
missed
ball,
it.
and one more run scores. And Arthur's on first.
Actually, 2 runs, John.
Yes, they did, didn't they? I was going to say
Finn
one, it was
versus Luce
2.
comes in.
Yeah. And
Charlton
comes in, and Spife is on third.
Spive is on third, and now
So the score is
Arthur
now
gets
9.
on first.
And there could be an opportunity for a well-hit ball, and this ball game could be over. Southern comes up. He had a 2-run homer his last time up. Ball high.
Oh, they were making a play right there.
They were making a play and
on third base.
Yes,
but
it was.
It's ball 1 for Colton Southern.
Comes the next pitch from Pat.
Just low for ball number 2. And John, right now, Jones has got to be careful. If it does get by him, I guarantee you, I bet Coach will send the runner at third, trying to get this thing over with.
Colton Southern's liable to hit the ball right up between first and second base if he gets an opportunity.
Oh, a swing and a miss for strike number 1.
Pat's had 16 pitches in this inning. That's not a very good welcome
That's
to a
not,
new pitcher, is
it's
it?
not a good way to start your inning right now, and you're not even done yet. So it's a 2-1 count with 2 out, runners on the corners. It's a foul ball for strike number 2. It's now a 2-2 count for Southern. And there again, John, they're shifted over to left field. They are playing the left field line.
Yeah, well, the way he hit that last ball, of course.
And there goes. It's a call, strike 3. Had that one watching right there, so 2 runners are left on base. However, 3 runs score here in the bottom half of the 5th inning as Neosho takes a 9-0 lead over the Carl Junction Bulldogs. You're watching Neosho Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
You found it, the ultimate car wash, the one that leaves your vehicle looking brand new every single time. Do we have a prep team that pre-washes? You bet. Over 300 ports applying soap to your vehicle? Yes, sir. 40 high-pressure nozzles providing over 2,500 PSI of pressure? Who wouldn't? Buff and dry features that dry your car along with combined 100 horsepower blowers? Try 150. Be careful, we might just blow you away.
McKay Quality Roofing is a proud supporter of KNEO Radio and the Neosho Wildcat Sports Network. They are located in their new offices at 8115 South Neosho Boulevard. They specialize in roof removal and replacement of residential and commercial properties. In order to serve you better, they have offices in Neosho, Cassville, and Grove, Oklahoma. Call McKay Quality Roofing at 417-455-3326 for a free quote or online at McKayQualityRoofing.com for more information. And go Cats!
Welcome back to the Wildcat Complex at the Roy Schaefer Stadium in the Marion Family Complex. And it is the pitcher, Pant. It is the top half of the 6th inning, and the Cats are up by a score of 9-0. Quentin Hughes on the mound for the Cats. He's gone the whole way and has done a nice job of managing the ball game. Strike 1.
Going from the windup right there, as John just mentioned to you, it's a strike 1. Well, here's the next pitch. Strike 2 just on the inside corner. Now is an 0-2 count.
Yeah, Pant got frozen there and then tried to step back and
I think
went
it's
across the plate.
I think it's Quentin is throwing a slider right there. The way it breaks right now and just drops away from the batter.
Well, there's a ball.
Ball inside. That's okay. You got to give him something to fish.
Yeah. How many pitches is Quentin throwing?
He had 66 at the start of this inning. So here's the pitch. That is a line drive.
Out of here. And it is.
It's gone, ladies and gentlemen. So Pant will have a one-run homer. And so they will score one run here in the top half of the sixth inning, and now they trail Neosho by a score of 9-1.
Well, that was a well-hit ball. That's another one of those, the minute it came off the bat, you knew that was gone, didn't you?
I'll tell you what, it's happened today, and now it's going to be Aiden Spencer for Carl Junction.
And there's a high pop fly. It's been called for by
Spiva, who makes the
catches
catch. Just trying to see who's making the call there. So there is one out. However, Carl has struck pay dirt and scored one run here in the top half of the sixth inning. And they still trail by a score of 9-1, and it is now the right fielder, number 6, Braden Lowry.
Lowry has grounded out both times that he's been up, and there's the first pitch.
Actually, there's a change, John. That's number 7.
Yes, it
Gabe
is.
Sitton.
Yeah, he came in as a pinch runner a little bit earlier, and there's swung on, strike one.
So now it's a 1-1 count for Gabe Sitton. Here's the pitch. Just high and outside for ball number 2. So it's now a 2-1 count. Here's the pitch for Quentin. Ooh, it's going to be, that's going to fall in there. That's going to be a base hit for sure for Gabe. So Gabe Sitton will get a base hit.
Yeah, Spiva wisely kept that ball in front of him rather than trying to come up and make a hero of himself.
And it's a smart play, John. Just like you just said right there, just keep it in. You've only got given up one run right now, and it is now the left fielder, Wyatt McAfee. His first pitch is a ball 1.
He has struck out, and he's had a base hit.
You just don't want to give him anything right now. You've played smart baseball, and there's going to be a hard line drive for a base hit. We'll get right back by Hudson Williams. However, Kate Spiva does a great job of fielding it and will get the ball back in. So now you have runners at second and first for Carl Junction, and it is now the first baseman, number 8, Deacon Endicott.
Endicott's had a single and struck out his last time up. There is one out. We're in the top half of the sixth inning, and the Bulldogs have scored 1, so the score is now 9-1 in favor of the Wildcats. Can Quentin Hughes finish this ball game? There's a
first
call,
pitch,
strike 1.
Called strike going from the stretch. This game is being brought to you by YMCA, Christian Healthcare Ministries, Hillcrest Church of Christ, and Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce.
Here comes the next pitch from the stretch, and that ball goes right
A
back
little
up the
dribbler.
center. And got the out.
Got the out right there for the 6-3 put out. However, the runners will advance, so Sitton will get to third. McAfee will get to second, and now there are 2 outs, and it is the shortstop, number 10, Craig Hayes.
Well, we may very well have had an opportunity at second base to get that, but I tend to agree. I think the thing to do is make sure you get the out.
Yes, and the first pitch is a ball low. Canton does a great job of being a wall back there today right now, keeping that in front of him, not letting it get by because you don't want to give up any more runs than you have to. You're in control of this ball game right now by a score of 9-1. Here's the next pitch.
Called strike.
Called strike. So it is now a 1-1 count for Hayes.
Hayes was on by way of a fielder's choice.
Oh,
and that ball
there's
hit him.
a hit pitch. So now you get bases loaded, and it is the center fielder, Aiden Strait.
Aiden Strait is flied out to right field and is struck out. At this point, we just need an out.
Yes, I agree with you. You got 2 outs, just concentrate, get the out, finish this inning. You've got a 9-1 lead right now. Here's the pitch.
Call strike one. Oh, no,
Nope,
it was not.
Call ball low.
I thought sure that was going to be a strike.
I was like, man, you got good eyes. I couldn't see his arm move on that one.
Well, I just thought I saw him start to get up and move.
Here we go. It's a high fly ball.
Can of corn. Southern
makes the call and makes the catch. So three runners, my apologies, are left on base as he flies out to end that inning. And 1 run scores for Carl Junction as they trail the Neosho Wildcats by a score of 9-1 here in
The Freeman Family YMCA is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Serving the 4-state area, the Freeman Family Y believes in putting Christian principles into practice through programs, building a healthy spirit, mind, and body. With 2 locations to serve the area in Grove, Oklahoma and Neosho, the Freeman Family Y open 5:30 to 9 Monday through Saturday, 1 to 5 on Sunday. For more information, you can go online to ymcaswmo.org or call us at 417-455-9999.
Singing is my career and my calling, but I'm also a mother of 4.
And as entrepreneurs, we weigh the cost of every decision.
Medical bills are no longer a worry for our family, so I can focus on my calling.
And our family.
Joining Christian Healthcare Ministries was one of the best decisions we ever made. We're the Blair family, and this is our CHM story.
Choose your doctor without network restrictions, all at an affordable price. Enroll anytime at chministries.org/enroll.
Cats are coming up in the bottom half of the 6th inning with an 8-run lead. The score is 9-1 in favor of the Cats. First baseman is Noah Lawson, and he is up to bat. After Lawson, it is going to be Hughes, Nichols, and Versluisa. It's the top of the batting order. Noah stands in there having a single to his credit.
Here's the first pitch from the windup. It's ball high and inside for ball 1.
He had a single in the 3rd inning, was stranded at third base.
And ball 2 inside and low. Pant going from the windup. Gets the call. Here's the pitch. And that thing is taken off as well.
Yes, it is, and I don't know what that's.
It is gone.
Yes, it is.
It is a 1-run home run by Noah Lawson.
And the score now is 10-1 in favor of the Cats.
And now it's going to be Quentin Hughes that steps into the batter's box.
1 run finishes the ball game.
And I tell you what, today is a day of long ball for Neosho.
It certainly is.
Especially on that left field fence line. Quentin steps into the batter's box. Here's the pitch from the windup. And it's going to be.
Try to hit one towards right field.
However, the first baseman will make the catch right there in foul territory for the out.
And Jaden Nichols.
He did a sacrifice his last time, sacrifice bunt to advance the runner.
And he is walked. There's a ball. Got away from the catcher, Jones.
First pitch is, as I said, ball 1, so it's a 1-0 count. Pant going from the windup. Here's the pitch. Foul ball out of play. Woo, look out, fans.
Yeah.
Heads up for strike number 1.
It's a JV ball game after this one, so you've got plenty of time to come on out and enjoy the weather. A little windy, but enjoy some good old high school baseball.
And so with a 1-1 count with 1 out, it is now the pitch from Pant going from the windup. It's going to be a high fly ball.
Yeah, we're going to see if that's caught. Boy, it was
And
close, wasn't it?
Straight.
Absolutely.
Tell you what, he is making things look awesome out there in left field. He's making the catches, but man, he's running them down.
He really is. Northwest Arkansas Naturals return home tonight to Arvest Ballpark. and they have a series with the Midland Rockhounds. First pitch is at 7:05. That series will go through Friday or go through Sunday. Ticket information is NorthwestArkansasNaturals.com, a proud supporter of high school baseball on KNEO.
And Finn Versluis steps into the batter's box. His first pitch is a strike, so it's an 0-1 count. Next pitch is a ball low for a 1-1 count. Here's the next pitch from the windup. It's a little changeup. It's going to be a hard line drive to the third baseman for the 5-3 put out. So 1 run will score for Neosho as they take a lead of 10-1 here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. You're watching Neosho Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
A new era in local sports begins. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report is where you'll find all of your local sports information. Join Sports Director Michael Imami and reporters Chaz Wright and Tashina Coleman every night. We cover Little League, high school athletics, Missouri Southern, and Pittsburgh State, along with countless community colleges in the 4 states. We cover it all. So whether you're a Chiefs, Cardinals, Eagles, or Wildcats fan, you won't want to miss the Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report.
Welcome back to the sports complex of the Neosho Wildcats. We're at the Roy B. Shaver Stadium. Cats are up by a score of 10-1. Quentin Hughes has taken it the whole way, and you said he's got 80 pitches?
He has right now 80 pitches as of this inning.
Yeah, we've talked about Quentin being kind of a hard luck pitcher, and this would be a great, great victory for him to be able to finish this ball game out. We want to remind you to stay tuned for the post-game show that's brought to you by Crowder College. Right after this ball game, Cats need 3 up, 3 down, and we go home.
Exactly, and that's the way we want it. 3 up, 3 down, we go home.
It looks like that Carl Junction is making some more changes. Probably we may see a few pinch hitters.
That's what I was trying to see what they're going to do, and it's going to be number 3, the catcher, Braxton Jones, that starts off this inning for Carl Junction.
He has had a single, and then he grounded out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch from Hughes. Swung on, foul ball, strike 1.
He is one of them that's going to battle it out right there for Carl Junction. So it's an 0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
Call
strike, and that was an off-speed pitch. You could tell by the way he gripped and the way the thing dropped. So now it's an 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a little dribbler right off the end of the bat. Hudson Williams is going to make the play on it for the 5-3 put out. And that's out number 1 for Carl Junction, and is now the second baseman, number 1, Cody Hollingsworth. Cody, his last time, fouled out on a fly ball. He singled today as well. He steps into the batter's box. First pitch is a swing, and it is a fly ball. Line drive right to the shortstop for out number 2. So now with 2 down, it is the pitcher, Brody Pant.
Yeah, we remember him the last time he was up. He put the ball out into the left field over the fence.
Left field is the area of designation for home runs today.
It is, and I'm sure that Quentin Hughes probably remembers that more than anybody. There's the first pitch. It's low and outside for a ball.
And it will get by Canton right there. But that's okay. There's no runners on base. Next pitch from the windup. It just outside again, gets by Kenton as well. So it's ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, no runners on for Carl Junction as they trail by a score of 10-1. Here's the next pitch. Foul ball behind home plate for strike number 1. So it's now a 2-1. Somebody remember making sure they hurry up and get that ball and get it in there, because the umpire I know is feeling in his bag right there, and he doesn't have any extras. It's a 2-1 count.
There's another one, and that is a foul ball, I believe.
It is
No,
not.
it's a home run.
It is a home run again. So, back-to-back double. He's back-to-back home runs. He hit a home run in the 6th inning. Now he hit a home run again in the 7th inning as they now take or get another score, and trail by 10-2.
Yeah, that ball looked like it got up in the wind, and there was no looking back.
I'm telling you right now, it gets in that wind. It's traveling. That wind is lifting him right now because that was one I just didn't know about. I had to watch it and see it this time, but it just kept climbing. I'm like, woo. And now it's going to be the designated hitter, Cooper Vadiz. Number 21, they're bringing him back in. Cooper Vadiz is going to come back in.
Yeah, number 6 is...
Number 6 is Braden Lowry.
Okay.
So they're bringing Cooper back in. Videz. Okay.
Well, now, I'm not real sure what happened. Okay, Lowry must be on deck.
Yeah, Lowry's on deck. Videz is in the box.
One out and the Cats can go home. Happy campers. And we can all do that. We want to enjoy it.
Oh, there's a swing, a little check swing. It's going to be. And that's it right there. And that is your ball game, ladies and gentlemen. As Colton Southern takes the 4-3 put out and ends that inning after one run scores by a home run by Brody Pant. However, the Neosho Wildcats will take the victory today as they secure another win as they beat the Carl Junction Bulldogs by a score of 10-2. We're going to take a short break, and we'll come back after this with the wrap-up, and we may see if Coach brings somebody in and have a little conversation about today's play. You're watching Wildcat Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
Are you hitting the road without the protection you need? Your car is your trusted companion, but it still needs a safety net. Get the auto insurance you deserve with Community Insurance. Our affordable plans are designed to protect you from life's little bumps and unexpected detours. Visit our website at firstcommunityinsurance.net or call us today at 870-793-9876. Community Insurance, your trusted companion on the road of life. Community Insurance is a subsidiary of First Community Bank.
My name's Pastor James for the Neosho Church of Nazarene. Just have a privilege here to share with you a word of encouragement today. You know, in the world in which we live, people are always making plans. We're trying to navigate through life, and sometimes life can be kind of complicated and rather layered as we're trying to figure out direction and trajectory and all of these things. But the Bible tells us to commit all of our plans to the Lord, to trust in the Lord with all our heart, to lean not on our own understanding, to acknowledge Him in all our ways, and He will make our path straight. I'm a firm believer that the Lord has incredible plans for our lives, and so many times we deviate from those because we get to chasing after all of these other things that are out there in the world. The Bible tells us that before we were even born that the Lord had things that He wanted our lives to accomplish. And so I would just encourage all of you today, and I don't think it's by accident that you've stumbled across this video, and I would just encourage you to seek the Lord, to lean in and to find out what He has for your life, because I promise you that will be the best life that you could live. May the Lord bless you. Hope you have a wonderful day.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Welcome back to Roy Schaefer Stadium. This is now the post-game show, and it is being brought to you by Crowder College. And, Coach, I guess you could say the Cats won the Home Run Derby.
They did win the Home Run Derby. I tell you what, though, Carl Junction had a one-man show in the Home Run Derby. Brody Pant, 2 home runs, and the only 2 runs for Carl Junction right there. However, Noah Lawson, Canton Smith.
Take what's given to you. We had some well-hit balls over to right field when it looked like that they were making the shift over towards left field, and rightfully so. It looks like Coach is coming up, and he's going to visit with us, so we're going to take another time out. You're watching the Neosho Wildcats on the KNEO and Neosho Wildcat Sports Network. We'll be right back after this.
Are you hitting the road without the protection you need? Your car is your trusted companion, but it still needs a safety net. Get the auto insurance you deserve with Community Insurance. Our affordable plans are designed to protect you from life's little bumps and unexpected detours. Visit our website at firstcommunityinsurance.net or call us today at 870-793-9876. Community Insurance, your trusted companion on the road of life. Community Insurance is a subsidiary of First Community Bank.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
And welcome back to the post-game show being brought to you by Crowder College, and we have Coach Bo Hessel with us. Coach, great victory. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, that one felt good. We played really well from the first inning to the seventh inning. We talked to the kids with the wind the way it is today. We were like, don't try to do too much and good things will happen. And not one single at-bat did anybody try to do too much, and the results speak for themselves.
Well, I tell you what, it looked like our kids not only didn't try to do too much, but we took what was given to us. We had some hits to right field, and certainly with them having the shift on, that allowed us to get some extra bases.
Yeah, we try to preach that in practice, use all the whole field. When you get a soft-throwing lefty, if he throws the fastball, you try to drive it and pull it, and if he throws the off-speed late in the count, you try to hit it the other way, and we were able to lay off some of his junk early in our counts and get into good hitting counts. And then, put the ball in play hard and good things happen. So
it was a great victory for Quentin. I mean, the last couple of ball games been kind of hard luck for him, and he's pitched out a couple of different times, but he stayed the whole ball game and pitched a really good ball game.
Yeah, he pitched great. His slider was there today, threw a couple good change-ups and just located. I think with the wind, when we were in his bullpen before the game, his slider was moving a ton, his two-seam was moving a ton. So I knew if he could just fill it up, they weren't going to do very well swinging the bats, and he was able to do that.
Well, Carl Junction is no slouch. They came in here, and they were 12-8, I believe, and we sent them home worrying about it just a little bit, but we won't even see them next year in COC play because they're moving to the Ozark Mountain Conference.
Yeah, it's really nice to get a win in their last season in the conference. They're a good team. They're a young team. They got a bunch of sophomores out there. But, it's a varsity game. You play with your best, and it's good coming off of a road Ozark win and then a really good win at Kickapoo, 2 road wins that are conference or district. And then, you kind of worry about coming in and maybe not starting hot, but, we put up 3 runs in the first and just coasted to a victory by the end of the game.
Well, it's got to say something for your pitching staff, especially since we got a ball game Thursday night and then you go to the Wooden Bat tournament. We've got 3 pitchers now that pitched 3 complete games.
Yeah, that helps us a lot. Saves a lot of arms and relief. It gives us a little flexibility for this weekend. We'll have Hudson on the mound against Willard, and we'll just kind of see how the weekend goes, but that's how they always go. You just see what arms you got left and trust our kids to go out and throw well.
Okay. Coach, you got any thoughts?
I don't have anything for you.
All right. Well, let's take a timeout. We will come right back, and then we'll talk to a couple of players. How about that?
Fawcett Greenhouse at 898 Baxter Street in Neosho is a proud supporter of Neosho sports. Springtime brings growing season and baseball to the Neosho area, and Fawcett Greenhouse supports all Neosho spring sports and wants to wish all Wildcats good luck for a happy and safe season of competition. Fawcett Greenhouse can supply you with all your home landscaping and gardening needs. For more information, the number is 417-451-5369 or FawcettGreenhouse.com.
Welcome back to the post-game show that's brought to you by Crowder College. The Cats win it by a score of 10-2, and we've got first baseman Noah Lawson. Noah, congratulations. Nice couple of hits.
Thank you.
What was the one that you hit out of the park?
Here, I'll switch the question on you because you got him already confounded real quick. What was your feeling when it left the bat?
Well, I thought, I'd try to
scratch out a double and probably
Okay.
drop it.
All right, well, because I can tell you right now, where we were sitting here, when it took off the bat, I'm like, it's gone, it's going. You can just see it.
We watched every one of them. Now, I will tell you, the first one the punt hit, I didn't think it was out. I thought it was a little old blooper, but great ball game. Cats played great defense, I thought. Did you ever think that we were going to be in trouble at any time?
Not at all. I trust all the guys out there, and proud of all of them.
Well, hey, we are now 2-2 in the COC, and we've got Willard coming our way. We're going to put it on them, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Congratulations, and we'll get another one of these two guys here to talk for just a minute. Mr. Southern.
What's up?
Hey, what's going on, man?
So when you hit that, I want to know your feeling too.
Oh, I knew it was going.
Okay, all right.
I knew it was going.
That's good. That's the way I want to hear it.
Yeah.
Because when I heard it go off the bat, we said the same thing. It's gone.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Was second base a little tedious to play today?
I mean, it was different with the wind because, like, that one pop-up, it started under me and then went all the way over across the bag, but I had to still go get it. And, I didn't get many balls hit to me, but...
Well, Coach said that one of his goals for this year was for us to win more ball games in the COC. We've got a pretty good start on that, don't we?
Yes, sir. Hopefully we can win a lot more than last year because we got more wins, more district wins, conference wins. Hopefully we can go on and compete with these with Willard Thursday. That's a big win we need.
Tell me about going to Lebanon now, the wood bat tournament. Why in the world would you guys want to play in a wooden bat tournament?
I really like hitting with a wood bat. Last year we were pretty successful there hitting-wise. We hit the ball well, and it's just a new atmosphere. We want to win, but it's like not conference games, not district games, just out there having fun and trying to win the game.
Well, there's no doubt about it. With the last 3 ball games that we've played, our movement up into the district play is continuing every day, so we're excited about that. And the idea of Willard, or not Willard, but Lebanon, being able to play some teams we don't normally see.
Yeah, it's good to just go out and play that good competition to get us ready for district and these good teams like Willard, Nixo, Republic, because we need as much competition faced to be ready for them.
We really can. Well, congratulations. It was a great win. Let me
Thank you.
Get over here and talk to Q for a minute. Well, what does it feel to finish a ball game and not get called out on too many pitches?
It feels good. They were good CJ team, and it's just the age-old story. Throw strikes and let your guys play behind you. I trust these guys more than anything, and so just throw strikes, let them hit it to them. That's your best chance. So.
Yeah, I tell you what, there's a young man playing shortstop when you're on the mound that's going to give you a tussle here before too long, isn't he?
Yeah. It's he's definitely a good player and all. So, but
I think the Jaden Nichols Q connection.
Yeah.
We've had 3 or 4 double plays under our belt. We've
I know,
a lot of
man.
forces at second.
No, I love Jaden. People say we look like each other, so it's kind of funny, It's like a twin telepathy there.
Now tell me, did you try to hit the ball to right field?
Okay, so kinda. It was an inside pitch, and I was like, I'm really late on this, so my best chance is to hit it to right field. And so that's what I did.
You did a great job because they had overshifted it. And I said, hey, that right field line out there, everything's open over there, and you just put it right in the spot. You did a great job.
They left it open for sure. We got a lot of double plays off that, a lot of doubles and some triples and a lot of balls hitting to the gap that, where they were playing at. Just made it easier for us to get around the bases.
Well, that's the second time we played Marshfield, and they had that kind of a shift on.
Yeah.
Does that mess with your psyche any when you see that it's wide open over there in right field?
I mean, a little bit because it makes you definitely want to hit the ball to right field more. But, like we've been taught, you just got to take what they give you. So, if they give you an inside pitch, it's you got to kind of pull that thing and, but they give you that outside pitch 100%, try to take it that way. You got so much room out there and everything. And I think the reason they play us so far over is because of the wind out here. So they think, they're going to pull this ball, and it's going to be a lot of balls hitting the gap and stuff.
Question I have for you as a pitcher. You throw 5 innings scoreless. You've held them scoreless. What's your thinking going into the 6th?
It's just the same. You got to have that same mindset. Just keep throwing strikes, keep pumping them. Sometimes you do get a little carried away of trying to overpower and, get a lot of strikeouts and kind of try to dominate the game, but that's what loses you the game more than anything. Just trying to. It's a team sport. You can't play it by yourself, and sometimes you just got to have that same mindset of let the guys play behind you, and then that's the best chance you have at winning.
Well, there's no doubt about it. When we jump on them and we jump on them fast, we got a great opportunity to finish the ball game. That's got to give you some confidence, not only as a pitcher but out in the field as well.
Yeah, the past 5-6 games we've been hitting the ball real well, jumping on teams. Really well. So. I can speak for all pitchers. It definitely eases our mind off a little bit and just lets us go throw the ball more. And let our defense play behind us even more. So it's pretty great.
All right. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Great win for you.
Thank you.
All right. Once again, the Cats now go to 8-10, and they are 2-2 in the COC, and that's probably the most important thing, don't you think, Coach?
Oh yeah, I agree with you right there. You got to go in there. You're at 500 right now. You've got more. Like you said, Coach is striving to get more wins in the conference, and this was one step right there as the Carl Junction Bulldogs are going to exit this conference and head into another conference. So you can at least say, hey, you got them while they were in your conference right here, and you got that victory. And it's just in the middle of the season, to me, John, that's what's really important. You want to get that consistency. You want to get those wins. You want to feel good as you keep going and the season starts to wind down, because once you do that, you got to be operating on your highest level right now, because as you enter district, it's one and you're done. If you play a bad game on a district night, you could be done for the season, and you don't want that. So you want to develop your consistency and winning right now and feeling good as you go into districts.
Yeah, very much so. And we were at Kickapoo last night. Kickapoo is going to be the host of our 6-6, and we're excited about that. We've played that field once. We know what it's like. That's got to give us some confidence.
Exactly.
As well.
And we're facing most of these guys are conference opponents as well. They're, the exception of Glendale and Kickapoo, but we have seen those because we played we played Kickapoo last night. So, those are the things you want to do going in and just taking mental notes and being prepared and just being ready to play, because when it's district time, it's time for the show, and it's going to be a show here in Neosho.
Well, the fans were treated to a really, really great ball game. They saw the Cats do what I think they do best when they put the bat on the ball and they make things happen. It was exciting. I hope we've broken up your afternoon a little bit and you've enjoyed what we've seen. But if you really enjoy it, come on out here on Thursday evening. The Neosho Wildcats take on the Tigers from Willard. That'll be our first opportunity to be over 500 in COC in a long, long time. And these Cats have shown that they are worthy of your support.
And to me, Thursday's going to be a great battle. Willard's going to come in, and I know Neosho's not going to lay down for them right now. Willard's going to play their best ball. We're going to play our best ball, and we're going to see who's the better team out there after 7 innings.
Well, Hudson Williams is going to be on the mound for the Cats. He had a complete game against Ozark the other night through 85 pitches, so we're excited about that. We hope our Cats can come in, jump on them fast, and just keep on going.
Just like we did today here at Carl Junction. Yeah. Jump on them fast and get going and make them have to make decisions.
Absolutely. Hey, God bless you for watching us. We're thankful for that. We're just a couple of old men that kind of enjoy what we do, and we're excited about that. Be with us on Thursday night. We'll have the postgame show, or the pregame show, at 4 o'clock. The first pitch will be at 4:30. The Cats leave Thursday night, and they head to Lebanon
for the Friday, Saturday, Sunday wood bat tournament.
And then we'll be right back here. So for John Ball and Larry Perkins, thank you so much for being with us. Until we see you Thursday night, go Cats.
This has been a live production of KNEO Sports. This broadcast may not be reproduced or retransmitted without the express written consent of KNEO Sports Network. This has been a sporting outreach of KNEO Sports Network, reaching into communities to make a difference for eternity.